Brandon Land here from runnersfeed.com with another episode of Runners Feed Live. We're lucky to have Greg Jimmerson with us today, former Stanford stud and current director of the Altitude Project. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Greg.
Thanks for having me, Brandon.
Yeah, my pleasure. So one of the biggest things we like to do here at Runners Feed is talk about a little bit of the personal side of the person we're interviewing and not just kind of what they're doing in their lives. So I know you got a new addition, a son in your life, 7 months old. Can you tell us a little bit about that addition and how that's played a role in your life?
Yeah, that's been huge. My son Dakota, he'll be 7 months next week, and it's been awesome. Just love being a dad. Certainly has its challenges. I feel like I'm a little bit of a zombie throughout the day sometimes when he doesn't have a good night, but all in all, it's great. I've been putting him on the treadmill, trying to get him ready for those college scholarships in a few years. So I'm just kidding.
So I know you got a whole other group of kids at the Altitude Project in the summers for, is it still 3 weeks?
Yeah, we still have 3 weeks. You can come for 1, 2, or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
This year the dates are July 24th through August 14th.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great time.
Cool. So yeah, for our viewers that don't know what the Altitude Project is or what it's about, could you give us, I guess, a little overview of how it started, how that vision came to fruition, and just what a typical day looks like?
Okay. Yeah, we started in 2004. My friend Avery Blackwell and I started the camp with the goal of training distance runners to be competitive in college running as well as in Christian living. We kind of wanted it to have a twofold purpose, to develop people physically and spiritually. I guess kind of the origin of it for me was that when I was at Stanford as an athlete, we used to go train in Mammoth Lakes for 2 or 3 weeks, preseason, cross country, and just had an awesome time training at altitude, getting to enjoy some great trails and spending time with teammates. It was just a blast and something I love to do. Also during college, I was pretty involved with Athletes in Action, and I spent a couple summers in Colorado doing Athletes in Action camps and projects, which was a really good spiritual experience, having other Christians to fellowship with and just enjoy being together, encouraging one another. And when I got involved with Athletes in Action as an intern in 2003, I started to think, well, wouldn't it be cool to kind of combine those two experiences? Have something where you're training with other serious college distance runners, but you're also got that spiritual component, and you're kind of blending those two things together. And it's just been awesome. I don't know. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way to spend 3 weeks, just taking two things that you love and putting them together like that.
Definitely. A lot of people, especially those that go to camp, know Greg Jimmerson as the director, but don't know him as a runner. And after doing a little research, I discovered again that you have some very respectable PRs. So we just want to kind of let the campers know that we're a runner first and foremost, and now you're doing this for them. And maybe just talk a little bit about your running days and how you translate that into helping the campers out on a daily basis when they're there.
After I graduated from Stanford, I spent about 4 years running with the Nike Farm Team, which is now, I moved up to Eugene later on and became the Oregon Track Club. So I trained with them, I guess it was about 6 years now that I think of it. Competed in anything from steeplechase up to the marathon. I got to compete in 3 different Olympic trials. In 2000 in the steeplechase, 2004 I competed in the marathon trials and the 10K trials, and so I had some really great experiences in running. Got to go to the World Championships for cross country twice, in 2001 and 2002, and now I just feel like it's something I can give back to the running community, just share some of those experiences and the knowledge or the knowledge that I gained as a runner. I also got to have a lot of great coaches during my career. Vin Lanana, Coach Gags, Jack Daniels, Jeff Johnson, Andy Gerard. So these are some big name coaches that I got to glean a lot from their experiences and their knowledge, and that's stuff I want to try to impart to a younger generation of distance runners.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Greg. We'll have the links below. You can check out Altitude Project. For you guys in college, check it out, give it a chance, and I guarantee you'll have a great time with Greg and the rest of the crew. So thanks again, Greg, and we'll catch up maybe later in the summer during the project.
You bet, man. Good to see you, Brandon.
All right, likewise.